Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we have the Herta. Now if you watched my last video you'll know that we lost a 50-50. But I cave. Just to be quite simple, I cave for the Herta. I think she's one of the coolest characters in the whole game and I couldn't help myself, so I just decided to spend a bit of money on HSR for the first time in a while. And finally I got the character. I'm very excited to play this character today. We're gonna learn, test, and build hopefully the best Herta I can. So without further ado, let's get into our video for today. But first, if you're not already, subscribe for Herta and the Herta. They would both really appreciate it. Also, only a few of you are subscribed and it really does help me out. But anyways, let's get into our video. All right, the Herta, it's time to try and build you. I want to make the best build possible. I've been grinding for a lot of weeks, which is partially why I wailed. I had already grinded all the books and stuff, so I didn't want it all to go to waste. So I'm okay with wailing this time. But regardless, before we actually build the Herta, I just want to quickly try and explain a little bit about her kit, because I think before building any good character, you should kind of understand some of the fundamentals about their kit and how they work. So we're going to talk a little bit about the Herta, and the first thing you should know is her talent, Vibe Checker. At the start of the battle, Herta's going to have a 60% attack increase when you use this. There's some other effects for Simulated and Divergent Universe, but we're not going to really go into those today because we're more focusing Herta on the end game content. We're not going to really be using her in any Simulated Universe content or so on and so forth. But anyways, let's talk a little bit about the Herta's kit. One, our basic attacks do nothing. You basically never want to use those, and to be honest, you can really leave them unleveled. I don't think there's any need to level those, so that's be lowest on your talent priority. The next thing to understand about her is the little rhombus shape above the enemy's head. What are those? Well, those are stacks of interpretation. Essentially, the more stacks you can get of them on an enemy's head, the more damage Herta is going to do with her skill. The easiest way to get these stacks up is using AoE characters because they apply the most of them, and that's why Herta works so well with other Edition characters like Herta, for example. As you can see, single target only gained 2, but when I do an E-Blast attack, it gained a total of 4, and I think it could have gained more, but the max is 42, so you can only get this stack to 42. Now, there's something important to note about these interpretations is the first part of this word, which is the Herta's enhanced skill will additionally receive damage. Underline enhanced. Now, how do we get her enhanced skill? Well, it's very simple. You're going to want to use her ultimate. This is how you're going to get the enhanced version of her skill. This ultimate does a couple things. One, it rearranges interpretation on the enemy. You're going to notice that the 42 won't be on the big enemy. The 4 won't be on that enemy. They're all going to be rearranged. Then it's going to give you a little bit of a buff, increasing Herta's attack by 70% for 3 turns. Then you're going to gain some stacks of inspiration, which can let you use your enhanced skill, Hear Me Out, which is the second version of her skill, which we will see here in a minute after we blow all these enemies to smithereens using the blow up explosion blast. It's pretty cool. Anyways, now you see that her AoE has a little like blue orb around it. That's because this is the enhanced version of her skill. And now with the interpretation and our enhanced ability, we're going to do a crap load of damage, which is pretty nuts. The other reason she works really well with Edition characters is because of some of her bonus abilities. For example, this one right here, which says if you have 2 or more Edition characters, you get a crit damage bonus of 80%, which you can see applied here. Another one of her bonus effects stacks something called Answer, which can reach a max of 99 stacks, and you can see it stacked here. And what this essentially does, it just increases your ultimate multiplier, and you can get a max of 99 of them, and they essentially just make your ultimate do more damage, which is really broken. So now our ultimate has a 99% damage booster. It's pretty insane, to be honest. All the different enhancements and buffs she has, they're honestly a little difficult to keep up with, but she has a crap load of different ways to give herself and teammates buffs and then also do huge attacks herself. It's honestly one of the most broken kits I think I've seen in the entire game. I mean, just looking at some of these, like the 70% attack boost, 60% skill and ultimate boost, and 80% crit damage boost, not to mention the Answer and the ultimate by 99%, it's just so incredibly broken, and I honestly think she might be the best DPS in the game, although that might be a debate for a more sophisticated guide maker than myself. But I definitely say she's definitely up there. But other than that, I would say we covered a lot of the fundamentals of her kit and how she works. And I think it's time we got to building the Herta. Let's jump onto it. I've been grinding for this character a lot, and it's about time we got to the important bits. And the first thing we of course need to do is level her up. We need to take her as far as we possibly can, aiming for level 80. I want to take this character to the max. I've been grinding EXP book all week. Let's do it. 30, 40, 60, 70, and then we're gonna have the level 80 slump. I need to get 5 more dream fridges. Let's go do that. The monkey. Hello there, monkey. Does anybody have a support Herta today? Probably not, because the character literally just came out like 5 minutes ago. I'm recording this video very fast. But instead of using the Herta for this battle, I have a replacement, Herta. And we compare her with Jade, because apparently Jade is a really good support for the Herta, and we'll see a bit of that later. But for right now, we can just use her for fun. And Sparkle, who is another character I really want to use with the Herta. Here we go. First thing we need to do, support the Herta. Imagine this is the Herta. They're like basically the same character, right? Anyways, we want to do AoE attacks. We can't break, but that's okay. Whoever needed to break. Breaking is for cringe lords. Since we have Herta, we will never need to break again. It's going to be an unnecessary action. Breaking is a thing of the past. All we need now is AoE damage and Sparkle skill point buffs. And Jade. Jade does a lot for this team, by the way. Damn. Kick him to death, Sparkle. She actually did it. I don't think I've ever seen Sparkle get a kill in my life. Good job, Sparkle. Anyways, I think it's about time we finished the max level for our Herta. Let's ascend her one more time and pray we have the EXP books. It seems we do. Thank heavens. Okay. Level 80 Herta. Big pickup there. Now we just need to claim our 1, our 2, and our 3 Star Rail passes, which we can then proceed to go and use on the standard banner, where we're going to get another good sub DPS for her, being Himiko. Watch this. Damn. Or maybe we make up for yesterday and get a mozzarella, which, by the way, I'd like to quickly mention, I wailed for the character, did about an additional 60 to 70 pulls or so, and I still only got 1 extra copy of mozzarella. This is devastation. I did 180 pulls on that banner and got 1 copy of him. They need to fix 4 stars. Anyways, we'll fix 4 stars right now when we get one. This is number 2. No. Number 3, please? Oh, we didn't get it. Unlucky. No extra 5-star for us today, but we got the most important 5-star, so we should be fine. Now, as much as I planned everything else, I really didn't think about her Lightcone. I know generally what she's good with. Like, for example, I know she's good with her signature Lightcone, which we can go and quickly get. Just 1 little warp, go and get her signature. It's really easy to get signatures. You just lose. Okay. Ooh, however, comma, that's not a bad option. Hold up. We might have something. The Herta. Hold up. Genius's Repose, that's a pretty decent Lightcone for you. Increases the attack we have, and we get crit damage increases. I don't mind that. Now, obviously, she does have other options, like, for example, 1 in Simulated Universe, which may not be her best in slot, but it's still pretty decent, being Eternal Calculus, except currently that's sitting on the better Herta. Okay, that's cap. However, regardless, I still think I like Genius's Repose more, if I'm being honest. Here we go. Let's level it up. Spontaneous Lightcone grab that I wasn't even intending. It doesn't matter. We're using it. Let's ascend it. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then we can use some Tears of Dreams. And just like that, boys, we're going to have a level 80 Herta Lightcone. Awesome. Now, I could keep this one on her, but actually, I want to switch it with the one that Jade has, because she has a R3, which gives us a little more attack and crit damage. So we're actually going to switch these 2 over, and Jade's going to be on the weaker one, but I think that's fine. I think she'll prefer the S3 one, and that'll be good for her. All right, next up, it's raining outside. Never mind, she stopped the rain, and she turned it into stars. How is that possible? Anyways, we need to get the traces. I prepared for all of these. Hopefully I have enough. I want to actually get 10, 10, 10 today. I don't know if it's going to happen. It's also important to note that we're going to ignore the normal attack, but other than that, everything should be pretty regular. It looks like we can get to 888. I forget how much these things cost. I forget how expensive 10, 10, 10 is. We're already drained of credits too quite a bit. Still want to get a couple more though. We can get 9. We can use Tears of Dreams again and get another 9. Oh, but then I need more, and I only have 300,000 credits. Oh, credits, where have you gone? I had 3 million to start this video, but they've all vanished in her traces. Okay, what do we do then? So I can shop for some credits in the Ember Exchange. First, I should probably buy out these and these Tracks of Destiny. But then we can get some credits from here. Might as well just buy it out. Get 800,000. We're good on credits now. The next thing which we need to get in order to get the final 9 on her would just be to do some simple grinding, which we can just do at the Calcs of Penacony Feeder. Should be easy enough. And I think, you know what? Let's use her for the first time. Here we go. We're going to support you. Obviously, we're gonna buff you because you have no relics right now. You are relic-less, and even with no relics, you actually do a fair amount of damage. All things considered, no relic Herta, kinda based. And she can break enemies. She nearly killed them. And we have her best sub DPS in the game, Jade, doing crazy things on the field. And now we have the most enemies we've seen so far, being 4 of them. And they're about to get obliterated. Yes, sir. Big follow-up. And... Venturine. Nope, you healed the enemy. How do you manage that? Herta, finish it up. Come on, Herta. Do it. No. There we go. Jade did it. Nice. And I think that should be enough. Unless I am gravely mistaken. Okay, the Herta. Traces. We need to go to this, and we just need to synthesize a little bit. We can craft 2 of them. Perfect. And then we can use our Tears of Dreams, get the final level 9. And just like that, we got 999 Herta talents. Anyways, level 80, S3 Lightcone, 999 traces. Then we just have Relics and Eidolons because we're going to go make up for all our bad luck right now. Even though we lost to 50-50, went to hard pity twice, we'll make up for it right now, right at this moment, right here. This didn't happen. Dang. Can't win them all, I guess. Regardless, I think our next move of action would be to get her a relic set. Now, I prepared a lot of these scholar pieces. We're just going to upgrade a bunch of them today. The stats we're looking for are like crit rate damage, attack percent, maybe a tiny bit of speed, but we really don't need all that much speed. Then for planar ornaments, again, there's a couple options, but like Sigonia is pretty good, increasing your crit rate and damage. Azumu Gensei is pretty good. And then I'm also personally a big fan of Brilliant Arena. If you can get that 70% crit rate, I think this is also a really solid set. But regardless, let's just start rolling pieces. We have to start rolling. But before that, let's just pick some pieces. So, of course, we want to sort by Scholar in the Lost Year Edition, 114 pieces, damn. And then, of course, we want to search by crit rate, crit damage. We have 7 of them. And I already like the one I see here. Crit damage, crit rate, attack percent. Awesome. Then we want speed or attack percent boots. I have a ton of them. Holy crap, I have this. Damn. Then we want Ice Damage Orb. Care about the set, but I care more about the main stat. It doesn't look like we have too many in any good sets. Oh, wait, I have this. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're going Ice Damage Boost. Cool. And then for our rope, we just want attack percent. And then we're good. I have one with crit damage. Let's just go the one with crit damage. Cool. And it's now time to upgrade all the OP pieces. All of them are double crit. I really grinded these pieces. I really hope these roll well, to be honest. First, the double crit hat. Please. Pretty decent. 2 crit rate, 1 crit damage. We'll take it. Next, double crit with speed. Let's see it. 3 crit rate, 2 speed. Not terrible. Next, attack percent boots with crit rate and damage. Crit rate damage. That piece is kind of bad. It's fine though. Next up, ice damage boost, crit rate, crit damage. Crit rate, crit damage. That's so bad. That's not a good piece. That one's pretty nasty. We got really unlucky with that one. Luckily, we do have a better one on my Jingliu, and I really don't use Jingliu, so I'm actually just going to take hers and move on with life. Then attack percent rope, we got crit damage. That's really the only stat I care about. So let's just take it to max and get crit damage 2 times. And we got some break effect. I mean, could have been worse. Wasn't the best piece ever, but we'll definitely take it. And now for our final piece, our crit damage body with crit rate attack percent. I really hope this one goes well. Please, game? Crit rate? Oh, that's terrible. Well, is what it is. Could have been better, but we'll live with it. Just like that, we're going to finish our build. A lot of these are like really good pieces with like 3 or more crit stats. I chose for attack percent boots over speed because 1, I plan to use her with Jade, who gives her 30 speed because of her skill ability. And 2, because I also plan to use her with Sparkle, who brings her up in the turn order. So I thought speed was a little less efficient to get. Because of that, we are going to have a total of 3,100 attack on her, 111 speed, 68 to 178, which will be buffed thanks to Sparkle and Jade, of course. Other than that, not too much to note, just a very solid DPS build. I think we did a really good job. But regardless of that, now we have to go try her. Now, I think the best place to use her would probably be the new Pure Fiction, right? Either that or MOC. I've been thinking a little bit about it. Where do we want to use her? I feel like MOC is a little more appropriate just because the difficulty level is a little bit higher. So let's use her here. Now, like I said previously, I want to use her with Jade, and then I also wanted to use her with Sparkle. Those are 2 of the supports I wanted to use with her. And then for her last character, it really doesn't matter. It just has to be some sort of sustain type character. I probably want to go with Adventurine. I think think that's fine. I also think my Jade AoE team is getting replaced. I think we're going to call it the Herta now. And this is probably going to be my main team from now on. And this is actually a good team for most players. You can replace Jade with like Argenti or any other Iridescent character. Same thing with Sparkle. She can be replaced with a lot of different Harmony characters. Adventuring can be replaced with a lot of different Preservation characters. And the Herta is, of course, the staple of the team. So I really like this. But regardless, here we go. Our first time testing the Herta. How is she going to do on her own? Well, we're going to find out now, boys. Here we go. Enhance. And let's go in. Okay. We're going to see if all my strategies come into play. So first thing I want to do is, of course, we're going to support our girl, the Herta. Boost her in the turn order. And she should be up to, like I thought, 42 speed. Because she gets the 30 speed boost from Jade. Then we can also bring her up in the turn order using Sparkle, who will raise her immediately in the turn order. And give her a crit damage boost, which is going to bring her up to 424%. Ah. Sparkle, why do you have this much crit damage? Oh my gosh, that's right. Because of Message from Beyond the Veil, Sparkle got an additional 80% to her buff, allowing her to buff Herta even more. Holy crap, I forgot about that. Wait, that's actually a broken combination. Not to mention the buffs you can get with Sunday and other characters of the sort. Oh, that's actually going to be nuts. So basically, Erudition plus other crit damage boosting characters like Sparkle and Sunday is going to make for some crazy team comps. Oh, I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, let's boost you again. Regain a couple skill points. Get a couple more buffs up in here. Also, what's Jade's crit damage? 367. Herta actually has more. That's kind of wild. Let's get another blast up, and then we got our ultimate attack. And I think with this, we can murder everything. Surely. Yeah, you're getting blown up, buddy. 200k damage. It's so broken. Another follow-up. Bro, we're doing like 170k consistently. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to use this team in like new MOCs and stuff. It's going to be so fun. We already have the max stacks on our answer buff. And plus, watch me scroll up and look at all these crit damage, crit rate, attack percent buffs. It's so nuts. Also, she somehow got up to 460 now. We're getting even higher. This is just so unnecessarily good. I don't even need the Trotters, but they're helping, I guess. Thanks, Trotters. I think we're going to one cycle. Are we going to zero cycle? I've never done that before. Oh my gosh, I'm going to zero cycle. Wait, hold up. This is a big moment for this channel. This is like historic. I don't think I've ever done that on the history of this channel. This is a historic moment noted down in Kekvin history. He gets his first zero cycle. He's done it. Oh wait, no, he's not. Not yet. But now we have. Come on. My very first zero cycle. Let's go. Well, technically not, because I didn't do the second half, but I did it on the first half, and that's what matters. One day, maybe I'll do a full zero cycle, but that day won't be today. For today, our episode is going to end there. I hope you guys enjoyed this little build guide video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.